up, y'all? What is going on? Figured I'd get on today real quick, man, because I had an experience today for the first time. The police officer got behind me, state cop. Same results as the other video. He just got behind me for a little bit, and he actually sped up on me fast as hell too. But oh shit, my bad. Just wanted to see if he actually got behind me, and I seen him looking at my plates, and then he got from behind me and continued moving. Now, I don't want to come on here like other people do, not all. But as you see, the background of the video, kind of getting a little better at this, man. Taking it day by day. I ain't in no rush. But anyway, I don't want to keep coming on here explaining anything. I'd rather come on, upload my videos to be able to show you exactly what goes on. I do have a very exciting video coming up. Interaction with the police officer, somebody that I know, watch me grow up and all that. So it's going to be real interesting. But without further ado, I just came on here real quick to, I guess, show you some more bullshit. I guess that's all I can call it, right? It is what it is, man. Let's just listen. We're going to go from there.
In court before, right? Because a lot of people ask me this question, like, okay, I'm fighting the right to travel. I'll drive without a license. I would drive without insurance. I would drive without registration. Do I have the right to travel? And I tell a lot of people that let me break down the right to travel. So the right to travel has been approved by the Supreme Court, right? But it never been specified on the grounds on what you can travel on, right? So of course you have the right to travel, you have the right to go anywhere you want in this country, right? But the problem is they never specified in the Constitution that a person can travel or can't travel on a motor vehicle without a license, right? And so since you have that, right, since you have that situation, that's what a lot of people are stuck on. So many people in America keep, traveling and everything like that. They finding themselves going to jail and everything like that, right?
I be feeling like when people can't look you in your eye when you speaking to them, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. And it's kind of like he boring himself for what he's saying because he confusing himself right now.
But let me explain to you. This is more of a jurisdictional issue other than you just having the right to travel. Because on a legal basis, no, you don't have the right to travel. But when you're dealing with a constitutional aspect of it, yes, you do. But this is the problem. Many state courts and many state laws conflict with the original tradition on how the Constitution was originally ratified, right? And so you have to make it your responsibility as a real American to exercise your constitutional rights by challenging the jurisdiction of the court, of any administrative court in which trying to bring charges before you, right? So I tell a lot of people, me personally, I know how to go about the process of canceling contracts with the state. So I never show up for any stupid court like that, right? I would never in my life show up to a court date where I'm driving without a license or I'm driving without insurance. That is the most stupidest thing you can do, especially if you really don't know. That means you just don't understand how warrants is operating and everything like that. Because if you have no contracts with the state, they have nothing to put on your information. And hey, he have a warrant for a traffic violation. It would never show up like that, right? And so I want a lot of people to understand that, right? And I really want a lot of people to realize that you do have a constitutional right to travel. You do have a constitutional right of freedom, but you have to exercise your
Look, it's
liberties
exactly.
and when you go to court, if you choose to go to court, right? My advice to you is should never, ever, never go to court. And also making an argument that you was exercising your right to travel that would not work in court. The best thing that would work in court is you challenging a court jurisdiction to proceed. That always works. So many people, when they challenge jurisdiction, they don't understand the basis of challenging jurisdiction. Challenging jurisdiction itself is not credible enough to say, "Hey, I'm just challenging a court jurisdiction." Are you challenging personal jurisdiction? Are you challenging subject matter jurisdiction? Are you challenging procedural jurisdiction? Are you challenging territorial jurisdiction? What element of jurisdiction are you challenging? Because
Boy, oh boy, the concept of jurisdiction. So many people get it wrong, yet it's so simple. Now, I can explain it to you, but you're going to have to join the class, is what a guru would say. I'm not a guru. I just know what I know. You can come to me in private and I can explain it to you. But over the public, I'm not going to do that because a lot of you people like to take people's information and try to make it your own. In this instance, in every instance, dealing with myself, shout out to Thomas Legacy. I need to go check him out. It's my guy, man. He will be doing a video, I think 2 a.m, something like that. I'm gonna be up, so be there. But it was like he was saying, we got people that try to take your information, make it their own, but the information that you're giving out to the people is totally false. But you're the only one that's benefiting from it. Instead of working with the person that does have it, saying, listen, I got 5 people that, that wants this process done. What's your price? Okay, all right, so I'm not going to charge nobody more. We're just going to work from within your price. All right, how much would you give me percentage wise for, each person? All right, I'll give you 25% of every client that you bring my way. Now you're making money, but you're also making it off of somebody else's way first and foremost, but it's like vicariously through him. It's like a middleman. You leading the people to the middleman, or you leading the people to the person that has the source. And instead of trying to take their money and get, run away with it, you'll sit there and you'll get a portion of it because you just looked out for them. And who knows what the person that's, asking for the services will give you. It is what it is. But when it comes to this notion that, oh, y'all know all my shit, y'all know how to do this, I know how to do that. If you don't got source documents, I don't believe you. I don't. Because if I didn't have source documents, I wouldn't believe myself. And I'm only saying that.
Say, hey,
I'm not saying it like I sit around and I lie to people, but I wouldn't know that I actually know it if I don't have actual source documents. If I'm just saying, okay, yeah, you can get your birth certificate authenticated, I'm like, all right, but what is the purpose of doing that? And I can just make some shit up, or I can actually know it based off the information that I got from the actual source, be it, acts of Congress, Shout out to Thomas Legacy. He's the only person that I seen on here talking about acts of Congress. And then I seen everybody else after that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Um, different, just different information spread out all over the place because that's what they do. We all know that. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, I challenge this court jurisdiction. That's so much of a broad statement. And so when people ask me these questions, like, hey, have you ever worked in court? It worked in the basis of
It just messes my head up how somebody can say, "Oh, it's just such a broad statement," but it's really not. It's really not though, because let me play this. I'm gonna find it.
doing something else opposed to you actually fighting that right. I mean, fighting that constitutional right, because it's never been sanctioned by the Supreme Court that we got the right to travel on motor vehicles. Since that hasn't been specified, that leaves a lot of Americans lost, don't know what's going on. And so there's other loopholes and remedies that you guys have to do, right? That mean whether you got to cancel contracts with the state, that mean whether you don't show up to that proceeding, that mean when you put yourself in a position and you know how to challenge jurisdiction properly and you do it. Now, you wouldn't have to challenge jurisdiction or even have to go through all of that if you already cancel contracts and you don't show up to court. So that solved the whole issue. And also, when you get pulled over on the side of the road, stop arguing with the police. Stop saying, "Oh, you stupid police." You know, like stuff like that will get your car towed, right? Every time I'm in a situation, most of the time, police will never think about towing my car, because when they stop me, I'm respectful. Hey, how you doing, sir? Sir, you got license and registration? Here go my international driver's license. I don't have registration. I don't have insurance. And they say, you don't have insurance. I say, no, sir, I don't have it. And respectfully. And so he go back to his car, run his number and everything like that. Come back. Hey, sir, sometimes he might say, you free to go. Other time he say, take the citation. You got a court date. Okay, cool. Go to the house, rip up the citation, go to sleep. So you have to understand that some things are so simple. You guys are making it hard.
So if you know how to challenge the jurisdiction, why are you ripping up the ticket? It just doesn't make sense. You're not going to court. So you know how to challenge jurisdiction, but you don't know how to handle your affairs as an authorized representative to the estate. Excuse me. So pretty much it's being shown by your own words that you're saying right now. I'm gonna replay it a little bit, but it just shows that you don't know performance. You don't know what it means to do things by performance, and instead of doing things by money or getting charges or whatever the case is. Like, even if the charges aren't against me, if they're being presumed to be me and I don't go rebut the presumption, then I'm pretty much messing myself up at the end of the day, because they'll go in there they'll start the court date, nobody's there. Case is won to the plaintiff all day, default judgment. Secondly, I'll go in there, already challenged jurisdiction before I even stepped in there, so I don't have to say anything. And I won't even go into the actual courtroom. They'll come outside to me with paperwork. Here you go, case dismissed. Or I'll walk in there. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not subject to anybody's jurisdiction at all. Whatsoever. I'm sorry. Oh shit, what's going on, bro? I'm chilling, man. Just got on here bullshit. I just came back from the grocery store. Had the state boys get behind me on the highway. Nothing happened, of course, but I don't want to be like somebody else or anybody else when it comes to, specific rights to travel. So I want to make sure I have video evidence, just like I did the first one, but as I'm going, it's going to build up. I'm using my iPhone right now, so the more people that come to me for services, stuff like that, I'm using those funds to get equipment. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like um I'm making money, but then at the same time I'm just building everything and showing the people how it's supposed to be instead of just yap yap yap. Because the officer got behind me. I wasn't worrying about the shit at all. Girl was in the car next to me, sitting there on her phone, so she wasn't focused on it. But I seen him from a mile away. He was sitting there. I'm doing 70, 80, something like that, and I didn't like slow down, nothing like that. I didn't even do the slick slow down where you just let go of the gas and just let it. None of that. I just kept it moving. He got from behind me and just went around me and kept it going. I could have got over and because I was in the fast lane. I was doing 80 though. I'm not gonna just do 90 because a cop behind me. I'm gonna still do my speed and I'm gonna continue to move how I move. It wasn't no issues at all. You got people telling you, "Oh, cancel this contract and do this and do that," and it's like, bro, you're doing too much just to still continue to get pulled over, and not only pulled over. I think it was a video from 2 years ago. Yeah, I did. I gotta pull it up, but I'm just tired of the bullshit, man. I'm just like how Thomas doing this shit, how Lamont doing this shit, he just running down on people, man. Like, and Bull been like I fucked with him in the beginning. Like I told somebody else, like he was cool. But now the information that's being put out there is like, whoa, time out. Let's do a live together so we can explain to the people and show the people who has the real knowledge. Because I get all my information from source documents. And, I always shout out Lamont for that. Thomas Legacy Solutions. You know what I'm saying? He put that in my brain. Don't fuck with nobody else videos and unless they giving you specific, you feel me, documentation and word for word for what the IRS say. And come on, man, you can't make that type stuff up. I say, you know what I mean? I got something from the FMCSA. My registration is verified with the FMCSA. There's nothing nobody can tell me. Oh, you got a contract though, bro. It's you in it. No, I know what I'm doing. I'm contracting privately now. That's the difference. When you contract in the public, it's way different than contracting in the private. It's literally as simple as that. I'm gonna cut this back a little bit. Let me see if it go. I just like people to hear the words that's being said. Like there's so many contradictions. Like I know how to do or I know how to challenge jurisdiction in court, but I don't go to court because I ripped the ticket up. So if you rip up the ticket and you don't go to court, then how do you know how to challenge jurisdiction? It's just
Lost, don't know what's going on, and so there's other loopholes and remedies that you guys have to do, right? That mean whether you got to cancel contracts with the state, that mean whether you don't show up to that proceeding, that mean when you put yourself in a position.
see what I'm saying? Like you cancel contracts with the state, you don't show up to the proceeding. Everybody knows if you don't show up to court, a warrant will be issued. A capias at the least will be issued. I don't know how to just because you canceled a contract, you already said that was you. It's already documentation from years prior that you saying, oh yeah, this is me. So until you uh, 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 rebut the presumption that this is you, you'll be fine. I'm living proof of it. I have specific documents that's on LexisNexis, the state of Delaware versus Terrell Dixon, where I, Yusir Kush L, was counsel for my own straw man. This was literally a year and 2 days prior to me ever getting the legal name change. Legal name change meaning I had charges pending, so they wouldn't give me the name change until those charges were ended. So after the charges got dismissed, then I got the legal name change, but my name was already changed. I already went by that name the day that I said I went by it. And they couldn't say, oh, well, yeah, he's lying because I have an ID from the state. I have a state ID, regular ID. It's not even a federally recognized ID where it's just, my name on there. Like, I'm telling y'all, I did not do no extravagant shit. I'm not one of those people that's gonna be like, oh yeah, if you come holler at me, you're gonna get this, and it's only here, you can only get it. No, it's 1,000 other people with US dot numbers. I don't know how they got it and obtained it, and the status of it. Maybe they're only in intrastate, meaning they're stuck in one state. They can only be. I'm in Delaware, so I can only be in Delaware if I was intrastate, but I'm interstate. So, like for example, I hate with this shit, man. Company snapshot. It's on the safer website. If you go to Google and you Google US dot number, look up, it'll pop up saferweb.gov. And then you can type in 4047001. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do this shit. No, it's not gonna let me. Hold on. Do this shit. So I'd rather show y'all. I don't like to just talk a lot. You feel me? So 1 second. Safer Web Company snapshot. Let me see. My bad. Damn, I better get that shit out. Get it there. Let me see. I hate this computer shit. But I'd rather y'all see what I'm talking about. So that way, when I'm breaking it down to you, where's my damn paperwork? In the other room. Okay. Be right back. I'm gonna check this out. Let me see. Present. All right, well, fuck it. I'm gonna have to come back on that, or I should just drop this shit. Stop screen. 1 second, y'all. Share screen. Window. Something weird. Hold on, Zeus, man. Damn it. Oh, shit, there. All right, so y'all see. Make this bigger. Okay, what's this? Carrier type. I'll just go up here first. EJ7 Private International Trust. US number status is active. Out of service is carriers under a type of out of service order and is not authorized to operate. Self-explanatory. Authorized for, not authorized, out of service. Again, need that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm back. So I want to do some shit. My bad, y'all. Like, you have to get the clothes out the washer and all that shit. Man, I need my own little fucking man cave back. But anyway, man, back to what I was saying. All right, so this is the proper way to travel, drive. I don't care what you call it. Driving. I'm just private status. That's all. So you'll see, active entities number is active. Not authorized. The entity does not have any operating authority and or is not authorized to engage in interstate for hire operations. Please note, not authorized does not apply to private or intrastate operations. So as you see, carrier type, entity type is carrier. US dot number is active. You see the US dot number. There is no out of service date. I've had it since March 20th of last year. Not authorized, but I'm not authorized to be not authorized. Company name, address. That's my phone number. You see, I have no drivers. That's how you have the right to travel. I have no drivers, but you see me driving what we know to be driving, but it's really traveling. That's what it is. Like, you can think of it how you want to think of it, but honestly, that's what it is. And I do have a breakdown of this specific company profile, so there won't be any misconceptions about what the number is. Operation classifications, for example, it says private property, private passenger, non-business. Carrier operation, interstate. Cargo carried, household goods, and other. Household goods is everything. I mean, from everything. If you bring it into your home, it's a household good. Even your car is a household good because it's out front of your property every single day. So that's how you avoid those type of taxes with that. I don't even get into taxes though, so I'm not going to speak on that. It's my guy Thomas Legacy all day, 24/7. But the rest is just fluff. It ain't nothing. There is no limited liability with any company commercially, so you don't have to have limited liability. And after you do the actual application to receive the number, because it's an application that you have to do. And once that's done, then you'll get the number. They'll give you the registration, give you everything that you need, and you just go about your business. But to do this, it's just wow. And I'm just going to go back just because man, it's just needed, I guess.
Have the right to travel ever worked in court before, right? Because a lot of people ask me this question, like, okay, I'm fighting the right to travel. I was driving without a license. I was driving without insurance. I was driving without registration. Do I have the right to travel? And I tell a lot of people that let me break down the right to travel. So the right to travel.
See what I'm saying? People ask me, you didn't say anything that you tell the people. You said, let me break it down. So you're not saying exactly what it is. You're saying, all right, well, now I got to break it down because we're going to hear what he got to say.
Has been approved by the Supreme Court, right? But it never been specified on the grounds on what you can travel on, right? So, of course, you have the right to travel. You have the right to go anywhere you want in this country, right? But the problem is they never specified in the Constitution that a person can travel or can't travel on a motor vehicle without a license.
I want you to know right now, all law is specific. So the right to travel is specifically that. Just like the right to bear arms. It's not the right to bear arms in your home, in your car, and all this extra shit. You don't have the right to bear arms after 5 years of being a felon, not to possess. And like, come on, make it make sense. Like, I don't care what somebody else puts in their laws or their rulings. That ruling doesn't supersede my life. It's not going to supersede me moving every single day, waking up, doing what the fuck I want to do. So a judge, a commercial judge, can rule on whatever they feel like. It's a commercial ruling, all of it, like all of it. So, and I found out on my own, doing my own research here in Delaware, that the Supreme Court of Delaware does business as every single court in Delaware. Then it also does business as every single uh, law office that's public. You know, every single law office that's public, literally. Every law office that you see that's public, if it don't say private, it's literally doing business. The Supreme Court of whatever state is doing business as all these different law offices, because you got to think about it. If they're officers of the court, then duh, that's the reason. That's the main reason why. It's the central bank. So, but I'm not gonna even get into all that because I do that over the phone in private. I don't get into specifics over, right to travel. This is public information. My dot number is public. Matter of fact, let's go. Well, it's the same thing with the other dot number too. I forget the number. Where it's just my legal name. That's all. Literally, it's just my legal name, and I'm using that instead of. This is it. Yeah, let me show y'all this because I have two, and this is how I beat my court cases. Like, well, this is a part of it. I'm gonna be 100% clear with y'all. This is just a part of how I beat the court case. Using exactly. That's because I got that number. Oh, you got that number too, right? Do it look like the same John that I just showed y'all? If it do, then you set. But if it's not, then it's just critiquing it a little bit. That's my government name. I don't give a fuck about nobody seeing this. My government name. It's a business name. It's my business address right here. And it's the same thing. No out of service, active, 6/6/2023. Refrigerated food, utilities, building materials, household goods, fresh produce. I just wanted to see what I was going to do. So, you can put everything on here. That's why I just put other. But yeah, that's all it was. Let me get back to this real quick. I want to see if I can show y'all this document. Oh, you know what? Yours was used for trucking. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, with trucking, you can even do this with trucking as well. Like, that's the general freight. That's what, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if I had a 16-wheeler, or was it 18-wheeler? If I had a big-ass truck, then I would still have my same plate on there, same way. I don't have to have the signs on the side or anything like that because I'm not doing commerce. That's only for commerce. Literally. If you use the the US dot number, the MC number, and all of that, then that's all commercial. They're gonna tell you that from the rip. Um, hmm, yeah, I'm fried, bro. 18-wheeler joint. But yeah, it's not hard at all. Like this shit is really easy. I still have my driver's license. Let me show y'all because I've seen in a couple other people videos where they don't even show documentation and shit. So, man, where is it? Oh, here it goes. Still got my driver's license. Feel me? Driver's license. ID. So when I do Uber, Flex, Amazon, like the Amazon Flex, anything like that, just use that. If I want to do commerce, because I have the option to still do commerce until 2028. It's revoked right now, or it's not revoked, excuse me, it's suspended right now. All I gotta do is pay $50 to get it unsuspended. I'm still eligible because I have my shit. God damn it. I got my DBA. You see the company profile that I just showed y'all, Terrell Giles Dixon. That's the same name, but I use my ID as the authorized representative to that company. So that's the company that I work for. And on the flip side and the private side, on my E-Verify, I can literally show y'all everything that matches up with it. E-Verify with Homeland Security has my social security number as a EIN number. It's not I use it for the business master file, the BMF. So that's how I created it. Or not created it. It was already created. I just had to update it in a specific way. So now when I get my check, I got my check in here. So I'll show that shit too. Yeah, I do. People won't show you real life stuff. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Name, general delivery, all that. All that. Now, if I had a paper pay stub, you'll see that I didn't get federal or state taken out, and I don't have to pay it back, and I don't have to worry about it. So, I'm not worried about it. But I mean, other than that, it's just knowing what you're doing. Like that's why I created the instructions, which I got in my car right now. But it's a 10-page, 15-page explanation of this document, which is just a company snapshot that I just showed y'all. I got about 1,000 of these. I printed them off online and I attached this with the instructions. So if I did ever get pulled over, I just give them this, and then they'll read it and be like, "All right, have a good day," and I'll continue to be about my way. But it just ain't happened yet, and I did get pulled over. Like I said before, I don't know if I said it in my last live. I got pulled over, but it wasn't to the point where it was like I felt like I had to prove a point over the live or over a video. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like it was so easy. I called the captain and it was it. I called the captain and that was that. Hey, I got an officer here that don't know. I gave him the information already. He walked off on my phone. He came back. He was like, all right, you good? I said, all right, bet. And just kept it moving. Now I see him all the time. And it's nothing. I spoke to him afterwards and, just gave him a few words, nothing disrespectful. It was a teachable moment for all officers involved. Come here, Zeus. Come here. know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It's my young boys who's crybaby ass. I'm about to go for a walk. All right, hold on 1 second. So, and having a bond is the most important part. The bond is the most important part because to be self-insured means that you know how to handle your own affairs. To be on somebody else's policy, you're just a policy holder. You have a what is it? Excuse me. You have an interest in the policy. That's it. You're not the actual, you're not the actual bond holder. I'm the bond holder for EJ7 Private International Trust and Terrell Dixon Surety Bond. So, I know how to handle these securities because I got the books that that tell you what to do. Like that's basically what it is. I can't sugarcoat that. More so on banks and banking. Shout out to Thomas Legacy. I gotta keep saying that. I told him through an email the other day. I got the books. Shit's wild. I'm only skimming through it, and everything that was said to the T. It has a lot of information in those books, and I suggest people go buy them. Like I invest in myself, so however much the book costs, it is what it is. I gotta go get it because I have to have the knowledge. If I don't have the knowledge, then I can't say whether or not this person is right or wrong. But when you got the knowledge to be able to back up what you're saying, it's way different. It's good. Oh, they actually driving or trucking school, right? So let's listen to what he got to say.
Right. And so since you have that, right, since you have that situation, oh,
You're making it so
that's what a lot of
tired.
people are stuck on. So many people in America keep, traveling and everything like that. They finding themselves going to jail and everything like that, right? But let me explain to you. This is more of a jurisdictional issue other than you just having the right to travel. Because on a legal basis, no, you don't have the right to travel. But when you're dealing with a constitutional aspect of it, yes, you do. But this the problem. Many state courts and many state laws conflict with the original tradition on how the Constitution was originally ratified, right? And so you have to make it your responsibility as a real American to exercise your constitutional rights by challenging the jurisdiction of the court of any administrative court in which trying to bring charges before you, right? So I tell a lot of people, me personally, I know how to go about the process of canceling contracts with the state. So I never show up for any stupid court like that, right? I would never in my life show up to a court date where I'm driving without a license or I'm driving without insurance. That is the most stupidest thing you can do, especially if you really don't know. That means you just don't understand how warrants is operating and everything like that. Because if you have no contracts with the state, they have nothing to put on your information that hey, he have a warrant for a traffic violation. It will never show up like that, right? And so I want a lot of people to understand that, right? And I really want a lot of people to realize that you do have a constitutional right to travel. You do have a constitutional right of freedom, but you have to exercise your liberties and when you go to court, if you choose to go to court, right? My advice to you is should never, ever, never go to court.
Okay,
And also
brother,
making an argument that you was exercising your right to travel that will not work in court. The best thing that
see what I'm saying? How do you say never ever go to court, but you saying that you know how to challenge the jurisdiction, but you never ever go to court? That shit's just wild, man. It's just wild to me. But I'm just one person. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, I'm gonna get back on in a little bit, man. I gotta go walk my son real quick, so I gotta hop off this joint. But definitely gonna get back on later. I appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out Thomas Heritage Foundation coming through. Feel me? I appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Feel me? Give me like an hour or two. And if y'all got any questions on anything, man, I know the email already, famousnobody777 at protonmail.com. Share Kush L on Telegram, and my number, public information, 302-669-5123. Just send me a text, let me know who you are, and we'll take it from there. Peace. This shit, man. Come on, Zeus. Come on. Calm down. Calm down. This little nigga.